My names are Frederick Omoyoma Odorige. I am the president of the Nigerian Association in Hungary. Today, I would like to address South Africans. The rate at which you are killing fellow Africans in your country, South Africa, is very satanic, it is evil, it is uncalled for, and it is highly unexpected from South Africans. In less than 3 years, you have killed 130 Nigerians, excluding other Africans. It means that you kill 45 Nigerians every year on the average. Think, why is it that Nigerians have not retaliated against your people living in Nigeria? Think why. There's no reason, because we don't find it human. Think, will Nelson Mandela have allowed such a thing to happen? Somebody that preached forgiveness? Is this the South Africa of your dream? And I can stand here and say categorically, without mincing words, that the government of South Africa is supporting xenophobia. Your government is supporting this, because I cannot understand why you will tie a human being, you will drag them on the floor, and you begin to stone them to death. Even your children take stones. Even your women take stones and stone people to death. For 30 minutes, 40 minutes, none of you call the police. The police don't come, but they know what is happening. And that is why I am saying that the government of South Africa is supporting the killing of other Africans. Even your police officers are engaged in extra-judicial killing. You snuff Nigerians to death. You choke them to death. And none of them have been apprehended, the killers. You now celebrate the killing of fellow Africans. Don't you know who your enemies are? Do you want us to start doing the same thing that you are doing to us in your country? Don't we know that you have businesses in Nigeria? Don't we know that South Africans live in Nigeria? And I'm very disappointed at the government of Nigeria, because this thing keeps happening all the time, and all we hear is we condemn the killing, we condemn the killing, we condemn the killing. For how long must we condemn the killing? We have been hoping against hope that one day this thing will change or will end, but it's continuing. South Africa is now synonymous with xenophobia, and it's shameful. You must be ashamed of yourselves. No mincing words here. We are talking about the lives of human beings, fellow human beings. What is our sin? What offense have our people committed against you? If somebody commits an offense, you call the police and let the law take its course. Do you mean that South Africans are not committing crimes? Do you stone them to death? Or are all the people you kill, are all of them criminals? Are all of them criminals? Are all of them criminals? You burnt Wango Francis to death. You burnt him alive. You burnt him alive. Francis Wango, you burnt him alive in Rustenburg. Was he a criminal? You shot Chidi Ibebuku. You shot him to death. He's from Abia State. Was he a criminal? Francis Ochuba, you shot him to death when he was on his way to ask his rent from his tenants. What have we done? You killed Ayanle of Ondo State. You shot him in the night. What have we done to your people? In 1973, when I was in primary 3, our teachers told us to bring 1 kobo each to school. We took that money from our parents, and we took the money and dropped it in our school to fight apartheid in South Africa. I regret paying that money. I really wish I can get my kobo back. How did South Africa fall to this level? With a population of 56 million, you are the most indebted country in Africa. You are owing $792 billion. Are Nigerians living in South Africa the cause of your indebtedness? You removed Jacob Zuma from office for corruption. Good thing. Was it Nigerians there that made him to be corrupt? Don't you know who your enemies are? Nigerians must rise up now and do the needful. Nigerians must rise up and do the needful. We have their South African companies in Nigeria. We have MTN, we have ShopRite, we have many. Close their companies. Let all South Africans go home. Bring all Nigerians back home. All Nigerians living in South Africa, you can relocate. What is the big deal living in South Africa anyway? What is the big deal having diplomatic or economic ties with South Africans if they continue to treat us as less than human beings, less than animals? Even animals have regards for themselves. Do animals eat animals? According to species, do lions eat lions? It is pathetic, and I'm not missing words today because this thing has been burning my heart, thinking that this is South Africa. How did you come this low? Even some of you that are publicly saying, oh, don't kill Nigerians, don't kill Africans, behind, you may even be accomplices. Because if you are serious, by now, your country would have stopped this animalistic, barbaric way of life. It is very pathetic. South Africa has never been like this. It has never been like this. Is this the spirit of the apartheid? Is this transferred aggression? Nigerians must rise up now and do the needful. We must do the needful. The time has come to do the needful. Do the needful in a legal way. I never preach violence, directly or indirectly, never. But there are things we must do. Close South African companies in Nigeria. Let South Africans go back home. Nigeria come back home. Let's end it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.